Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com. And thank you for watching, liking, subscribing to this channel. If you haven't done so, please do so right now. Do want to do a video. Wrestlemania 31 is upon us. It's upon us. And I want to give you my thoughts and my predictions. Are you excited? I am. A little bit of a long-winded video, so bear with it. Stick by it. You will enjoy it, I promise you. First match, the Andre the Giant's second memorial battle. And when I do these predictions and thoughts, and I welcome your comments, comment section below, some of them I will give you who will win and who should win. Who will win is I think Ryback will win. Who should win is Mizdow, although I don't see it happening. Love this reincarnation of Mizdow. Love the original Damien Sandow. Mizdow, who's definitely, I think, now arguably more over than he's ever been before, even as the Sandow character. I think he should get it. Let him get that chance. He won Money in the Bank, and for whatever reason, they never decided to go forward with it on him becoming a champion. Let him get the ball. Let him run with it again. Let's see what can happen. Next up, you have Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus Los Matadores, New Day, and the Usos. Word is that one of the Usos is a little bit banged up with his shoulder. You have New Day, who's kind of just there. Los Matadores, who's always just kind of been there. Really not much has happened with them. And then you have Tyson and Kidd, who quite honestly are good wrestlers, but it seems like WWE Creative has really nothing for them. What I think will happen is that the Usos will win, though Tyson Kidd and Cesaro should win, but then you have that kind of secondary storyline in all of this, where Natty kind of has been costing the team of Cesaro and Kidd, albeit not necessarily all her fault, matches. I do think what will happen is that Natty will try to interfere somehow to help Tyson and Cesaro, and it backfires. They lose the match. Tyson Kidd will then feud with his wife, I think, in an intergender type of a feud. I don't know if WWE would do it, but I think they're willing to try it, thus leaving Cesaro with, again, nothing else to do. Next, you have the Divas tag team match. You have that versus the Bella Twins versus Paige and AJ Lee. I don't know. I'm gonna go with AJ Lee and Paige. I really don't have any other thoughts besides that. Next up, you have Bray Wyatt versus the Undertaker. Bray Wyatt versus the Undertaker, who I think will win. It will be close. It will be close, but I think Undertaker will win it. Something cheesy like maybe a roll-up or something like that. Still making Bray Wyatt look strong. Bray Wyatt took the dead man to the limit. I just don't see, especially with Brock Lesnar being re-signed with the WWE, and how Paul Heyman always has that emphasis as the one behind the one in, was it 21-1? I just don't see it that Bray Wyatt will win, because it will just make it seem kind of diminished, where you have a beast, that behemoth of a man defeated Brock Lesnar, and then Bray Wyatt, where a tough guy like Brock defeated Undertaker, who's never been able to be defeated And then you have Bray Wyatt defeating him the next year. I just don't think, with the emphasis that they put on that saying, I just don't think that Bray Wyatt will win. But Bray Wyatt will come out looking strong. You have Sting versus Triple H. Rumored that Sting will be inducted into the Hall of Fame next year. At the end of the day, I just don't see, if this is Sting's one and only match, I just don't see them bringing in Sting to lose to Triple H. It really doesn't do anything. This is Sting's WrestleMania moment. Sting definitely, don't get me wrong, I think the crowd could easily turn on him if he doesn't carry his weight in the match. Though I think Triple H will make him look good and, you know, carry most of that match, but Sting definitely has to do his part. Next up, you have John Cena versus Rusev. Rusev, who has been unbeatable. Unbeatable. This is really his challenge. He defeated John Cena again. He defeated John Cena rather prior at Payback. Now is the time where John Cena will try to get his revenge. I just don't see Rusev winning. Rusev is without his mouthpiece, Lana. Of all things, she's probably the thing that's most over in that character that people identify with as Lana. And she's out filming a movie. Why would you do it during WrestleMania weekend? There's another story. But I think it's time where Rusev has to lose, just to help the character develop even more and become even more of a monster heel. John Cena winning. One might argue that John Cena doesn't need a strap at this point in his career, but I just think it needs to be done. Rusev finally has to lose to kind of progress his character. Next up, you have the Intercontinental title match. Honestly, I think this match is just a bunch of thrown in things. These guys, some of these guys shouldn't be in the ladder match. For example, you have Luke Harper in there. Luke Harper, he had so much momentum going into not Payback, but the prior pay-per-view where he was against Dolph Ziggler. Both of them had so much momentum, and then it just kind of died, and now they're just thrown in to a ladder match. So you have Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, Daniel Bryan. They just really didn't seem to have anything for him. Throw him in there. Dean Ambrose, who's also on pace to be the it guy when you had a lot of injuries, then was pushed back. R-Truth, Bad News Barrett, and Stardust. Did I say that? Stardust as well. I think what will happen is Daniel Bryan will win the title. What should happen is I think Luke Harper should win it. Not Luke Harper, rather Dolph Ziggler should win it. Daniel Bryan has had his WrestleMania moment. Dolph Ziggler really hasn't had that. Dolph Ziggler won the title. It was the day after. It was the Raw after WrestleMania. And then he got injured, concussed, and he really has been out of the main event picture since then. Daniel Bryan has pretty much been in the main event picture for the last 2 years. I think Dolph Ziggler deserves it. Let him run with it. But I think it will be, at the end of the day, Daniel Bryan winning. Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. It's kind of funny how the Seth Rollins character was dummied down, where he was this fearless, where he was this mind games architect of the Shield, to in recent weeks where he was dumbified, dumbed down, where he would believe after you, in storyline wise, after you curb stomp Randy Orton, that Randy Orton really wanted to be his friend and not his enemy. You know, Seth Rollins wins, J&J Security interfere. Randy Orton, after the match, gets his revenge on Seth Rollins. Brings us to the main event. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar just re-signed a contract, new deal with the WWE. I don't see, with that being said, I just don't see him losing at WrestleMania after he just re-signed. This might be WWE's gift where they will give him the win. At the end of the day, I also don't feel that Roman Reigns is the guy. He's not ready yet. You think what will happen? Now follow me on this. When the two of these guys come in the ring, you know, just by default, the way everyone hates Roman Reigns, he will be booed. Almost like he was the heel. And Brock Lesnar will get the cheers. It's cool nowadays to be the tough guy, to be unstoppable, to be a mean guy, to be heelish. It's cool. Attitude, cool. Roman Reigns, I think what will happen, Paul Heyman turns his back on Brock Lesnar during the course of the match. Reason being is he always kind of said in his promos that he respects where Roman Reigns came from as far as his family, Samoan SWAT team, The Rock. He might say to himself, Roman Reigns is the future. Turns his back on Brock in the course of the match. Interferes and ejects throughout the match. Doesn't work. Brock Lesnar wins. He's now a face. Roman Reigns automatically a heel. After both guys go to the max spent, both come out looking strong. Roman Reigns with the title. Seth Rollins comes in looking to cash in. Take advantage of a beaten down Brock. Doesn't work. Brock Lesnar narrowly escapes Seth Rollins. Both Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns look strong. But what happens after Seth Rollins loses, Brock Lesnar comes to. 2/3 of the Shield, the new reincarnation of the Shield, is formed on WrestleMania. Both of them are now obviously heels. Join the ranks of J&J Security with Paul Heyman, part of the Authority, being an unstoppable force. At the end of the day, Brock Lesnar still has Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins to worry about. Possibly 2-on-1 matches down the road. But I think it could also set up for possibility of Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar. In the sense of one guy defeated The Undertaker. One guy just closely defeated The Undertaker. Bray Wyatt wants his revenge on The Undertaker but can't. So he takes it out on Bray Wyatt, saying that he too could beat The Undertaker. And what best way to show it than to beat the one that defeated Undertaker and gave him his only loss. Setting up Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt down the line. And all things are right in the world. Will this happen? Probably not. But with Daniel Bryan and John Cena winning the Intercontinental title and the US title, and now keeps all the internet guys happy, elevates the Intercontinental title to a higher level, elevates the US title to a higher level, and you don't have to worry about the WWE champion not being on TV for a while, because I doubt that Brock Lesnar signed a regular week-to-week contract. So, my thoughts on WrestleMania. Welcome your thoughts, your comments. Let's enjoy it. This is our Super Bowl. This is the event we've been waiting for all year as wrestling fans, as much as we would like to shit on WWE. But this is where we started, I think, as kids. We'll do a kind of final thoughts on WrestleMania outcomes later on in the next day or two. But enjoy WrestleMania. Enjoy the Hall of Fame. And until next time, adios, over and out.